Welcome to this week's edition of Box Office Wars. This is the second week of January. We have a heated battle this weekend with 4 newcomers and a few strong holdovers. So we'll talk about those newcomers, the holdovers, and what the prediction will be after I give you some of the details surrounding those. We have in one corner we have Paddington 2. All right, so I gotta be honest with you, I really don't have any interest in Paddington. I didn't even see the first one. The first one did really well though. It did 18 million in its first weekend. I think the fact that it's marketing towards families during this time of the year is going to be a positive thing for it coming into the weekend. And it has a 100% Rotten Tomato score heading into the weekend, which is amazing. Then we have the Commuter, which was out of the 4 new releases this weekend. This is the one that I was the most excited for. It has Liam Neeson. I went to go see it last night, and it's okay. It currently sits at a 52% Rotten Tomato score, which is not going to do it any favors heading into the weekend. And it's marketed towards the action and suspense crowd, so which I particularly enjoy. In the next corner, we have The Post. Steven Spielberg's Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep has a lot of Oscar buzz heading into the weekend, so I think that's going to do well for the momentum that it has currently. So, and then with that strong star power, it's going to be in a good position to get some good numbers for the weekend. In the next corner, we have Proud Mary, which stars Taraji Henson. It's action, marketed towards the female action audience. I think there's a little bit of overlap between this movie and The Commuter, which doesn't bode well for either one of the movies. I think there's going to be some cannibalization there, and it's going to hurt both box office numbers for both of those films. And the movie isn't marketed well. Didn't even know it was coming out until a few days ago. Proud Mary currently doesn't have a Rotten Tomato score, which I think is going to work in its favor. Even that's a bad sign or a red flag that the movie's not that good. So those are the 4 new releases: Paddington, The Commuter, The Post, and Proud Mary. So let's talk about some of the holdovers, and they're extremely strong. Of course, you have Star Wars. You have Jumanji, which has shown that it is clearly overperforming and will continue to overperform, as the movie itself is pretty good and has some great star power behind it. And then you have Insidious, which I feel is not going to get the steep drop that many experts are saying that it's going to have, because it currently is the only horror film on the list. So who's going to win this weekend? Let me give you my top 5. It's going to be, in number 5, it's going to be, I have Insidious at number 5. I think that's going to hold strong. And then I have Star Wars just above Insidious. And then I have, after Star Wars, I have Paddington at number 3. I have Post nearly edging out Paddington for the number 2 spot. And then I have Jumanji holding on strong, as I believe it will throughout the month of January, finishing in number 1. So I think The Commuter and Proud Mary are going to be just outside the top 5, as those 2 films compete against each other and knock each other's numbers down just a little bit, just enough to get off, just enough to not perform better than Insidious. So that's my top 5. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're a movie lover like myself, please comment below, leave some suggestions, feedback, all that good stuff. So this weekend, I already watched The Commuter. I'm going to watch The Post tonight probably. I'm going to watch Proud Mary tomorrow night. And I'll probably take this little one to go watch Paddington if she's a good girl. So, alright guys. Bye.